What's up, everybody? It is No School News, and we're doing it live, baby. We're doing it live because we got no choice but to do it live. Damn it. Finally got off work at a decent hour and be able to do this crap. So, we're going to get to the story of the day. I'm going to cover it a little bit here as far as what the pack is doing. I'm going to make a whole separate video about it, of course. But I'm going to first touch on a couple off base stories, as I normally do. Something a little different. First, old Dak Prescott. They extended him. The Cowboys extended him. He's a good quarterback. He is. He's good. Is he? What is the contract? $250 whatever million dollars. I don't know if he's that good. I don't know if he's $50 million a year good or whatever. Was it 60 million? It's got to be like closer to 60 because I think it's a 4-year extension. Good God Almighty. Is he good enough to carry a team? No, he's not. He's not. Damn shame. Oh well. I'm going to have to just deal with not winning Super Bowls for the rest of Dak's career. Yeah, that's the way it is. But let's get to this first off-base story. Unk's risky business. What does that mean? Oh, Shannon Sharpe, nickname Unk. Apparently, he went live on Instagram Live, IG Live. Supposedly not knowing. I don't know. It was a whole sescapades kind of thing going on. No video, just audio. Just audio. He says he got hacked. I say that's bullshit. No one's hacking your Instagram just to throw on some raunchy audio. You didn't get hacked, buddy. I think he did it on purpose. That's a whole other thing, too. Did he do it on purpose? Was he trying to get it in front of people? I don't know. Maybe Unk's a little freaky, and we just don't know. Well, now some of us might know. Oh, disgusting crap, but entertaining. Anyway, let me know what you think. Did he do it on purpose? You think he got hacked? I don't think he got hacked at all. I think that's the these days that's like the eat my homework kind of excuse. Oh, I got hacked. Sure. Instagram, someone had you go live with some raunchy audio. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I'm going to put it that way. Now, I wanted to start with that light kind of thing because the next one, again, it's another kind of, it's not about the pack. It's not about college football. This one's about an NFL player. I'm sure many of you have heard the news. Tyreek Hill gets pulled over before the game last week, and he gets yanked out of his car by some cops. They don't beat him up or nothing. They handcuff him and detain him for a while, write him a couple tickets, and then send him on his way. And oh boy, everyone has a field. First of all, the people who, and I'm talking people on ESPN, went in on these cops before any investigation was done, before any body cam footage, any of that. Some unprofessional horse shit is what that is. Tyreek, look, I do not know what it's like to be black in America. I don't know that life. Sure, I'm half Hispanic. I am. Look, pendejo. See, I'm half Hispanic, but I look and I sound very, very non-Hispanic. I don't look it at all. Uh, I look like a cracker, a peckerwood. I look like any regular middle-aged white man. And as that white man, like I said, I don't know what it's like to be black in America, but I do know what it's like to be arrested. I've been arrested twice when I was younger, kind of being stupid, forgetting about some warrants. I've dealt with some bad cops. Yeah, even me. It should be all nothing but sunshine and roses every time I deal with the police. But it ain't. Even for a white guy, it ain't always nice. Sometimes, you know, for instance, there was one time I was working in this warehouse. This when I was younger. And I had some kind of infamous kind of friends from the little town we came from. And most of them are dead or went to prison for a long time. I mean, they were doing some bad things. And I wasn't a guy doing anything wrong. I was just going to work. I was working the night shift. I had a kid. I was trying to provide. And I get pulled over every day for several weeks. Every day I'm getting searched. My truck's getting searched. The cops are lying to me about a broken tail light. Wasn't broken. Next time, oh, it wasn't broken. It just wasn't working. Well, it was working. Me and my dad, I was back living at home for a little while. And me and my dad went through the truck. Everything's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. None of the lights are out. Nothing's shorted out. Nothing. About the fourth or fifth time I got pulled over and searched, I told the officer, I'm like, my lights are fine. Oh, there was bits of break-ins in the area, and your truck matches the description. All right, my truck was an '85 Dodge Ram Charger, and this would have been late '90s, '97ish, and it was two-tone, black on top and bottom, and gold in the middle, and the back hatch, because those Ram Chargers, they had their hatchback was two-tone green because I had to replace that hatch because my old one got rusted out and broken. So very off-colored back hatch to this truck, right? And they had one that matched that. It matched the description of a truck that some thief was using to steal a bunch of appliances out of some new homes. That's what he told me. Well, that was a lie. No, what after years later, I'm like, okay, they know I have some dirtbag friends, so now they're going to screw with me, hoping they can catch me on something, then turn some of them in, the get me to flip on them. But I didn't do anything. I didn't smoke dope. I didn't sell drugs. I didn't take any part of anything bad. But they kept screwing with me, hoping they can trip me up. That's probably what it was. So yeah, I know what all that stuff's like. But what Tyreek Hill did, he screwed up. He screwed up. Now, being rude to an officer is not against the law. It's not. But my parents were both over-the-road truck drivers. They did regional stuff. They did, local stuff sometimes, but mostly over the road. And when I got my license, they both of them sat me down. And they had the cop talk with me. How do you handle the police? And I once heard somebody, it was after the George Floyd thing. There was someone on TV, I don't know who it was, but we shouldn't have to be talking to our kids about cops like this. You're an idiot if you don't. You're a dumbass if you don't. Those people, cops have a badge, they have a gun, they have authority over you. You better know, and you better teach your kids how to deal with it. This is why I'm bringing this up. Kids don't watch this channel. Very few people watch this channel, as a matter of fact. But some of you have kids. Some of you have grandkids. Please talk to them. Let them know how to handle the police. Yes, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If they ask you to do something, do it. If there's a problem, if you feel that they are violating your rights in some kind of a way, well, there's a process to have that handled. Do not do it on the street. They have the gun. They have a nightstick. They have mace. They have tasers. All of that stuff sucks. It sucks. And I've never been maced. I've never gotten tased. I've never gotten beaten with a nightstick, and I've never been shot. It's because I don't give the cops shit. I never have. Never will. I'm not fighting that battle on the streets. If I got a problem with what an officer does, I'm taking it to his superiors. I'm going to City Hall. I'll get a lawyer. I'll sue. I'll do whatever, but I'm not going to handle it right there. That was the first place that Tyreek Hill screwed up. And his arrogant ass got lucky. He got lucky that there wasn't an Eric Chauvin in that group. But you don't give anyone a reason, especially the authority. You don't give them a reason to do something. Because most cops are great. Most cops are fine. They're not looking to make an example out of you or go after you or do anything bad to you. Most of them that's their job. They don't take any of this stuff personally. They're just doing their job. And we need them to do their job. Most cops are great at it, but you never know when you're going to get the guy who slipped through the cracks and maybe doesn't have the temperament for it. You don't know if you're going to get the guy who's suffering from PTSD. He's seeing too much, and now he's seeing you. And he's looking for a reason. Don't give him a reason, and you're going to be fine. It's real simple. Now, the second way Tyreek Hill screwed up was in the state of Florida. I don't know if it's like this in every state, but I do damn well know in the state of Florida, when a cop asks you to do something, gives you a lawful order by Florida law during a traffic stop, all right, you've done something to get screwed with by the police, you have to obey the lawful order. You have to adhere to what the cop wants you to do. If you don't, you're breaking Florida state law. So, Tyreek Hill's an idiot. And everyone should use this. Now, look, do I think the cops are maybe a little quick to pull him out of the car? Yeah. Did one guy seem a little bit too macho, too aggressive? He did. But you never know when you're going to get that guy. I may have been pulled over by someone who was just like that, but I wouldn't know it because I didn't give the cop any shit. I didn't give him a reason to screw with me. So I didn't get screwed with. Very simple concepts. Anyway, I'm going to get off that crap. Let's get on to something nicer. I just wanted to put that little thing out there in case you got a kid, someone who's starting to drive. Please have the conversation with them. All right. It's so sad whenever some kid who's trying to fill himself or whatever ends up in a really bad spot with the police because they're being stupid. So wise people up. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Foodie Memphis? Appreciate you being here, sir. And it looks like old Memphis might be in the crosshairs of a certain conference. Oh, let's see. The Pac-2. Can we call them the Pac-6? I think we can go ahead and call them the Pac-6. Oh, yeah, they're rebuilding that shit. Not going to the Big 12. I saw that on Twitter from certain accounts, and I like the people that posted it, but I never agreed with it. I didn't make a big stink about it. Didn't do that. It was either they were in the ACC. I was like, oh, they're going to go to the ACC. No, they're not. They were never going to the ACC. The ACC was never going to take them. They didn't want two more teams in the West Coast. It's ridiculous. It's never happening. And why would they want to go? I mean, you'd think, well, yeah, but look what Stanford and Cal are doing. They're getting $10 million a year for all of that access. All that money is going to travel. It sucks. It's a suck-ass deal for Stanford and Cal. The only reason they're doing it so they can go over there and shake hands with, all the high academic schools, the UNC in Virginia, so they can play circle jerk with them. That's the only reason. That's stupid as shit. Yeah, it's going to be real fun for your basketball team, men's and women's, to go all the way across the country over and over and over and over again. What about your baseball, your softball? Now, track, they're all over the place anyway. Ain't worried about track. But man, no, Oregon State and Washington State, their first best destiny was rebuilding the Pac. Now, I didn't know how it was going to happen. I was thinking maybe, they would just merge with the Mountain West, but they decided to go the tougher route because that would have been easy to do. But if you take the best teams out of the Pac and combine it with yourself, because they already got it's not a insanely great TV deal right now with the Pac-2, but what it shows you, which is with those two teams, that they're making pretty close to AAC money, Mountain West. I think they're making more than the Mountain West right now. So if you can take the top schools, the top markets out of the Mountain West, combine it with Oregon State and Washington State, you got a little something there. You got something. Now, people are talking Memphis. If I'm Memphis, if I'm Tulane, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because you'll make more money, but that's a hell of a lot more travel. That's excessive travel. And all you got to do is look to your east. A conference that's closer, the ACC. We all know Florida State's out of there. We all know Clemson's out of there. Chances are UNC and Miami and several other teams. The SEC, Big 10, Big 12, between those three conferences, the ACC is going to get gutted. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. So if I'm them, I'm looking at what Oregon State and Washington State are pulling off. I'm like, hey, when the ACC gets gutted, we can sneak in there. We can get in there. So, you talk about a conference with a base of Wake Forest, maybe Georgia Tech, maybe Syracuse, Boston College, maybe Pitt. Perhaps not, but maybe Pitt. But you're talking about a good 4 or 5 team base. Then you add Memphis, you add the South Florida Bulls, you add Tulane. All of a sudden, that conference is probably on equal footing to whatever this new Pac is going to be. Same kind of money. I think it's a great deal for them. Tyler Nelson, what's up? Buffalo Bills is winning by 3 touchdowns over Miami Dolphins. Good. I'm rooting all against the Miami Dolphins this year. It's just dumbasses. I mean, everyone's praising these teammates for, going to Tyreek Hill's aid as he was being detained by officers. And I'm like, do you understand? When Tyreek Hill's in handcuffs, the whole thing's been de-escalated, hasn't it? Everything has a chance to settle down. Then here come the teammates, and it gets ramped everything back up again. More harm than good. More harm than good. Good. I hope Buffalo beats the shit out of Miami. But yeah, the Pac. I mean, right now, Boise State, San Diego State, Fresno State, Colorado State, with the Beavers, with Wazoo. That's kind of a fun conference. That's watchable. All right. One of my problems with the Mountain West is, I'm not trying to kill anybody here. There's nothing wrong with the Rainbow Warriors, but Hawaii, you know, look, I respect Hawaii. I respect a lot of those teams in the Mountain West, but they don't exactly lend themselves to making money. They don't. New Mexico, Wyoming, is any of that really going to help you? Now, will they be added to this new pack? I don't think so. Maybe if they have to, they'll do what they have to do. But I don't. I mean, I'm looking at UNLV. I'm looking at San Jose State up there in the Bay Area. I'm looking at Texas schools. There's been a little talk about UNT, University of North Texas, the Mean Green. That's a fun campus. That's a good place, man. Denton, Texas was at least when I used to run around there once in a while. That was always a fun place. Good God Almighty! Yeah, I was watching that Greg Flugar, but I had to come on here and get something in live. Damn it, or else I'd still be watching him. But good Lord, tied up still. But yeah, I may have to rethink this whole Thursday night thing during the football season. I don't think about, the NFL's going off. They have Thursday night games as far as college now. I may just need to go back to, I need to do it on Mondays. What do y'all think? The 6 or 7 of you that are in here. Should I just do this shit on Mondays instead of trying to bust my ass and do this on a freaking Thursday? Yeah, I think I'm being stupid to do that. Not that I get like giant numbers of people in here all the time, but usually 15 to 20, 30, maybe somewhere in there. Every once in a while, it blows up to 40, Sounds like I'm making light of it, but I'm not. But yeah, I think what we're going to do today, cousins, is we're going to go ahead and cut this thing short. But I do appreciate the few of you who were here. Tyler Nelson, very much appreciated. Foodie Memphis, very much appreciate you too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come on and do another live show. I'm going to do it on Monday. I'm going to keep it on Mondays through the football season. It's a good lesson for my ass. Anyway, thanks for watching this. And I'll be back with some other crap later. Bye.